Hey everyone, welcome to Meet the Characters, Gloom Falls on Baldur's Gate edition. And we're here today with Evie to make an entirely new character in this campaign. Evie, didn't want to bring Trey back?
Maybe another time.
Well, now I've got a chance to make an entirely new mini in Hero Forge, which is fantastic. Before we kick off, tell us a bit about your new character, because no one knows this character. You can obviously save your spoilers for the show, but if there's anything you want to reveal early on, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, sure. So I'm playing Silver Raven Melodata, who is a dhampir phantom rogue of the Melodata family in Baldur's Gate. And she is trying very hard to match the edginess to everyone else in the party.
It is a party of edgelords. There is no way around how much this is a party of edgelords. This is very true. Although,
I've got
that being
imposter
said,
syndrome.
Silver Raven Maladata might be the most edgelordy name I've heard in a while as well. So, you know. Right, let's make Silver. In my head, I have Hi-Ho Silver. I apologise. Right, so what do you want in terms of a base physique, a base body? What kind of vibe are we going for here?
I think we're going for relatively tall, human-esque, and probably fairly lanky, I would think.
Okay, but human as a base is fine. Like, this is the sort of bog standard human starting point. I think this is the sort of classic, I mean, it's the same, it's just different hair. So we can start from there. But if we're going into if lanky is important, let's start with the measurements. Why not? Let's make her tall. How tall are we talking? Because that's 6'8".
Ooh, okay, she's not 6'8". She is probably more like 5'8".
5'8", that's not tall at all.
That's plenty tall. What are you talking about?
I'm 6'2". Like, is it...
It's relatively tall for a lady.
Okay, if we keep the head small as well, that will also help with that. And you want that to be like very, very thin is what you said, right?
Yeah. Kind of still in that teenage phase of that doesn't stick yet.
Like that sort of lankiness?
Yeah, and that's looking good.
Yeah. Posture's currently fine, we'll leave that. Build, let's bring down as well. Let's get you properly... We can also... A good way to do gangly on minis is to lengthen the arms.
That'll make it look really awkward. I like that.
Yeah. Is that too gangly? Let's pull the waist in a bit. The bust is also ridiculous. Let's pull that in down a bit as well.
Not making an anime character here.
I mean, we are. These are all anime characters. We are making anime characters. An anime show this time. I'm just going to pull all of these sliders down. I'm going to pull them all the way down to get a really good sense of how lanky we can really make someone. Is that too waifish?
I think that's a bit too starved, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's bring up the waist a bit. Let's bring up the muscularity down a bit and put the weight in the arms up a little bit. Just to give you more of a sense of lived in. How's that?
Yeah, that's looking a lot better.
Yeah, cool, okay. So that's sort of the build and the look of the character. We can come to some of the details later, but let's pop back up to the head. What do you have in terms of a look for the head? Do you have a particular face that you like the look of that's here?
So I think relatively angular.
Okay, so in the angular ones, this one's called Sharp Features. It's currently got the Softness Slider all the way across. I'm going to move that into the middle so we get a better sense of it. That's got quite angular and quite sharp cheekbones there, you can see. That one does a sort of more pointed nose, but again has quite angular cheekbones as well in it. Yeah. This one's called Delicate, that's a bit softer. Let's say a bit there's this one. This one's also got a very sort of slim line feature, the noble features.
I think I like that one. It's less high elf fantasy and more human-esque.
Yes. I'm wondering if there's any of the... I mean, there are lots and lots of like animal ones down here, but some of them actually do work quite well as humanoid faces. That might be a bit too flat-nosed for you. Yeah, that's a bit too flat, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying out, just having a bit. Go back to normal. Now, on the Softness Slider, which tends to skew into femme masque, but you know, there's proper chin out, or there's softening in the jawline there, if you can see that change.
Yeah, that line is from Disney Prince to Disney Princess, really.
Isn't it? Yeah, it really, really is. What do you think? That sort of area?
Yeah, I think somewhere in the middle.
Great. Lovely. Well, we're now slap bang in the middle. That's perfect. Cool. Can't see your ears right now, so let's jump to hair and we'll come back to ears. What hairstyle did you have in mind, considering that we are going edgy as all hell?
So, you know the lady in The Matrix whose name I don't remember?
Carrie-Anne Moss, Trinity.
Yes, kind of like that. Hair slicked back a bit, short, dark, almost looking wet.
Yes, I see that. Okay, I know there's one. I think this might be too far. There's one that's called like Page Boy or something like that.
That's a bit too spy-y,
yeah,
I
it
think.
is, isn't it? Okay, let's try and find... That's a chignon, so that's coveted at the back. That's bangs. Oh, heavens. Oh. It's Ruby Rose, isn't it?
That is if I want her to be a edgy YouTuber from 2010.
Yeah. That's slicked back. I can probably get it slicker.
Yeah?
Hang on, let's keep going. No, that's close crop. That's a bit much. You don't want to go for anything more edgy like this sort of territory, do we?
I don't think she's committed to shaved sides quite yet.
That's quite Carrie-Anne Moss, isn't it?
Yeah, that one works.
Can we do a bit more angular? That's my question. Let's have a... No, these all tend to go a bit sort of fluffy out the back. They're mullets, basically. There's an 80s bob. Oh, no. That's a bit much.
Ooh, that is a choice.
I mean, there's the undercut. We don't want to go for the undercut. She's not there yet.
No, not there yet. She's not reached my level of side cut.
There's swept back. I mean, that's a bit sort of bouffant, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of like...
That's quite Carrie-Anne Moss, isn't it? That's not bad.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty good. That looks just manufactured enough.
Yeah.
To be try hard as well.
I like that one. That's fantastic. Cool. Lovely. No, well, I should ask. Beard? Moustache?
No, none to speak of. Yet.
You don't want a handlebar moustache? You don't want a proper right handlebar moustache? Not a character with a fake handlebar moustache like last time? When I murdered you, I apologise.
Everyone needs a fake handlebar moustache in their arsenal, just to whip out at a moment's notice.
Of course. In terms of eyebrows, there's obviously a lot of choice here. These are the very plain ones. There's the standard scarred ones. There's also heavily pierced ones, some ridges and some more bushy ones, and a unibrow.
I think I'll go with the scar one, but it's a fake scar, like she shaved it in herself.
That's the one with a scarred eyebrow. That's offensive. Humanoid eyes, that's easy. And, of course, the vampire teeth. Do you want the proper fangs? You can't really see them yet.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the proper fangs, like, go full on.
Hang on, I'm just going to open the mouth a bit so you can see what that looks like, because the fangs are... They're very fangy. I don't think that's necessarily a problem, but I want you to know what you're getting yourself into. There you go. So they're proper fangs.
Ah. Is there like just a bit of a pointy teeth option?
I'll take a look. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't tend to play with the teeth that much on characters that like... Oh, there are proper like... I mean, those are like razor teeth.
Ooh.
We've got some more sharp ones as well. Those are more bestial looking. Those are designed to look like rodent teeth. Yeah, those are definitely rodent teeth. And we've got tusks, so that's proper orc teeth.
I think I might go with the fangs. They are subtle enough, I think.
We can also close the mouth. If the mouth is closed, they won't look anywhere near as
Exactly.
prominent, so we can play with that look. Splendid. Fantastic. I don't want to make any assumptions, so any particular horns you're looking for?
No, don't think so
There
on
are
this
some
occasion.
great new horns. Look at these. These are amazing. Look how great they are.
Ooh.
They added some new ones in recently, and they are just amazing. They're so good. I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to make a character just so that I can have horns now.
I have a lot of Dragonborn in this. I don't tend to play Dragonborn, but I have a lot of Dragonborn with a lot of very cool horns in Hero Forge. This isn't just horns as well. It's also things like there's front diadems like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think you necessarily want to go down that route, but I'm just checking. Again, want to make sure I've given you every option.
Mm-hmm. No, not this time, I think.
Not this time. Okay, well now we can see your ears. Do you want standard human ears, or do you want to play with the idea that they are changed because of your heritage? Like, there are some that are a bit mangled up, which look a bit vicious, or there's some that are a bit torn in places as well. We can also, because they don't have to be hooked, we could have one torn ear and one regular ear, for example.
I like the idea of one torn and one regular.
Same side as the scar or different side from the scar?
I think different side, make it a bit asymmetrical.
That's great. Yeah, lovely. Cool.
To bring out my English literature degree, on one side you have the humanity of Silver, and on the other side the undead. It's really deep.
Okay. Well, we've done the body, basically. Is there anything about that you want to change now that you've got the head, or are you happy with the way she looks? It is she for Silver, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I think it should be pretty much okay.
Anything you want to tweak? Then we can do anything you like, really. Loads of choice.
I'm just having to think, sorry. I think it's fine.
Add in more arms?
More arms, like
more arms. Yeah, you can have. Yeah, you can have more arms. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Right. Anything in there you're not sure about, or are you happy with it? We can move on to wings. You haven't got any wings, have you?
No. Oh, actually, could we? Now that I've got the short hair, can I feminize the features just a little bit?
Yeah, of course you can. No problem. So let's go into the face again. Do you want to go for a softer?
Yeah, I think just kind of softening up a bit.
How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Lovely. Very nice. Right. Anything on the body? Wings, tail extras.
I wish I had a tail.
No. Yeah, I wish I had a tail in real life as well. I know what you mean, but no, but we're not adding anything like that to Silver, are we?
No, not this time.
Cool. In which case, clothes. Here it comes. The really long-winded. Give me your visual aesthetic. Give me the idea of what you want Silver to be dressed in, and I'll see if I can find it. Because obviously, Hero Forge has a humongous selection.
Yes. So I'm thinking a very long black coat is an absolute must.
Of course.
With kind of like a corset situation underneath.
Corset, fascinating.
And some like a belt that has a whole bunch of just things attached to it, like a good belt, and some kick-ass boots.
When you say kick-ass boots, do you mean heels or do you mean not heels?
Probably like low heels. Enough to be aesthetic, but also enough to be practical.
How's that for the coat? Is it too flaring?
It is a little bit.
Okay.
Is there anything a bit more?
The slimline coat is this one, but that looks a bit raggedy to me.
Oh, it has got spikes on it though.
It's a pretty edgy coat. Most of the coats tend to be quite flaring because it's a mini, so they tend to be quite bulbous and flare out. What I would also suggest, if you like, is we can go with more of a... I mean, that's more tavern wench, isn't it? That's not really what you had in mind, but something more like that, and then put a cape on it.
That's true, and it could be a very flamboyant cape.
Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of good capes. Hang on. How's that?
Oh, could we put a hood as well?
Oh, yeah, of course we can. No problem. Go back in.
Living my Aragorn dreams.
We've got loads of different hoods.
Is there a bigger hood?
Of course there is. There's a massive one.
Ooh. Yes.
That's great. Can't see the hair, unfortunately, but that's fine.
It's good. It makes me look mysterious.
I mean, that is quite an outfit choice. I like that a lot. Do you like the cape? Do you want to try different ones? There's loads of different capes. We can go with more of a raggedy, tattered cape. There's some lovely ones here. Hang on. So we've got, that's a sort of very standard, that's a slim cloak. You can go for a wider one, a broader one. Goes out the back a bit more. And they've got some lovely, slightly tattered ones as well, if you wanted that sort of vibe too. Yeah,
I think tattered would be good. Not genuine tatters. Again, she bought it like this.
Oh, God. I mean, there's also, I really like this. It's called a tentacled mandrel. Tendrilled mandrel, that's it. It's basically a very short capelet, but it looks like it's part of the hood.
That is pretty cool. I think I'm going to go with the full length cape dealie.
Great, we'll do a full length one. That is fine. That looks really cool.
Cool.
Let's do the trousers. But did you want? Sorry, I blanked out. I remember the shoes. what a surprise. I remember the shoes, but I don't remember what you were saying about on the legs. Did you want a skirt or trousers with this?
I think trousers, practicality.
Trousers. Do you want something quite tailored and quite fitting?
Yeah, honestly, the tighter the better, probably.
Oh, okay. Well, in which case there are these ones. These are incredibly tight. There are also some... I mean, these are crop breeches and are extremely tight. We've also got these, which are also quite tight.
Since I'm wearing boots anyway, can I go with the cropped ones?
Yeah, of course you can. They look great. I'm sure there was tighter ones. There was one that was super, super tight that we found at one point and had a laugh about because they were so tight. Where are they? Where have they gone? Are they the new ones in the bottom half? They might be. No, those are trackies. No, I think those are the tightest. I think those are definitely the tightest ones we've got.
Brilliant.
And boots. Now, I love the heeled boots in Hero Forge, and I make plenty of characters with them, but other people don't seem to in Meet the Characters content, so I'm going to show you some, and if you don't like them, tell me to go away, but I just love some of these. They're so good. Okay, how do we feel about tall-laced?
Ooh.
It's a very high heel.
That's very high.
But they are good, aren't they? Look at those.
They are powerful.
Oh, slightly lower ones. I like them less, honestly. What else have we got in the heel variety? There's loads. If I go a bit further up. Sort of lower heel. There is a lower heel. Where are the lower heeled ones? No. Yes. Slightly lower heel.
Okay. It's pretty nice. They got like a similar vibe but lace up.
Similar vibe but lace. I don't think so. I think the lace up ones at the bottom are the main ones. I mean, at the bottom there are two levels of lace up in the sort of high heel. There are the short laced heel where your trousers sort of poking, which is actually quite cute. I mean, that's a very... Somehow we've gone very anime again, haven't we? Not a bad thing, but yes. Or there's the really high laced ones that go up to the mid calf.
You know what? I'm going with high laced.
Oh, you made my day. Oh, I love these. So good. And they changed the posing, which is great. So yes, lovely stuff. Now, obviously, you are a dhampir. You can walk in the day. It is fine. You do not need a hood. But do you want any kind of mask or face covering? They are very sort of stylized. But never say never.
I think I should be okay on this occasion. The world should not be deprived of my fangs.
That's good. Do you want to be wearing gloves?
Fingerless, of course.
Fingerless gloves, we've got them. Easy peasy. Done. Fingerless gloves. Awesome. Okay, that's all of... neck. We can do some jewellery if you like. Oh, they're in the chest now. They got moved. I don't think pauldrons make sense for you in this look somehow, but we have a variety of different chokers or scarves. We've got necklaces. There's a skull one there. Everyone's favourite, the massive scarf, which is really good.
Yes.
More standard chokers up there.
I think I saw one of them with the studs coming out at the top.
Oh, like a dog collar?
Yeah.
Spiked dog collar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not judging.
It's a choice.
Judging. It's a choice. It is a definitive choice, is what it is.
She's going through a phase.
Look, I've said this in every Meet the Character so far, and I'll repeat it here again. This is the queerest show we have ever made. Right, good. This is marvellous. I love this. Now, gear. What items would you like the mini? And obviously, Silver has, like any D&D character, pockets with endless space in them for all sorts of nonsense, but what would you like to be carrying in your hands or visibly on the character?
Definitely some pointy weapons of some variety.
What weapons do you use? There's a rapier and a short sword, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want them both? Like both on the hip or one in the hand?
I think one on the hip, one in the hand, maybe?
Sure, we can do that. I'm going to do the one on the hip first, because this gets really eggy really quickly if we're not careful, because swords are so big on the hip. See? They just...
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's a long sword, we're not doing that. But if we find you... Like, that's... Again, we can change the angle on these so they don't clip quite as much. But if we find you something shorter, designed to go on the hip, that should make for a less No. There are some that are designed. Here we go. Right. It's a bit long. Gladius is a bit shorter. There are definitely short. There are definitely hilted short swords. Where are they? I've got them. Here we go. Not too fat. That's all right.
That one is nice and sleek.
We could even try and make a dagger version of that if I could find one. Let's take a look. Here we go. There we go. That's short sort of length, and I can again move that around a bit so it's not quite as pokey outy. Or you could have them on either side if you like.
That with the pose, it's very much just are these daggers or am I just happy to see?
Oh, I see. Well, let's take that one out. Do you want to have one in the rapier in the hand as well, with the one on the side?
Do they? Yeah, why not? I'm going ham.
Sure. Let's look at. Now, I think the rapier that they use as their standard rapier is a bit bulbous. It's a bit big because that's the standard rapier. And it's quite chonky as these things go.
Yeah.
There are some lovely, slimmer line-looking ones. That's a bit fat at the top, but that's a katana. That's a bit much as well. But there are some really nice sort of less rapiery rapiers, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I think that one's quite cool. It's got character. That one is nice. I like that one.
Lovely falchion there. Or we could go. I mean, this is also that's a falcata, which is like a falchion. It's got a lot of character too.
Ooh.
We've got more of a proper scimitar, like a piratical thing, and then some of the more like. I mean, that's a very nice scimitar as well, isn't it? What do you think?
Yeah.
Where are you sitting?
Can I go with? It's currently the second one, the swooshy one.
The swooshy one. Was that this one?
Oh, below that.
Oh, the falcata, this one.
Yes.
That's very pretty, isn't it? Great. Awesome. You've got some weapons. Do you want to have anything else on you? You can have things on your back, or goggles, or you can have anything, really. Rings, jewellery.
Yeah, I definitely have a ring, and I think maybe a bottle on the hip.
Sure, no problem. What finger do you want the ring on?
God, where do people wear rings? Let's go with the middle finger.
Do you want the simple band?
I think the middle one, so like with a stone in.
With the stone in, no problem. That's now on the outside hand there, as you can see.
Cool.
Great. Any piercings?
I can't really see them, but I feel like she would probably have ear piercings.
Yeah, we can't do ear piercings with the hood on. It won't let us. Do a nose piercing.
Yeah?
Statement piece, isn't it?
I don't think it quite works on her face shape, unfortunately.
The piercing's bigger than her nose.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Oh dear. All right, let's leave that for now. Now, because we're using a different kind of base with these ones, we're not doing the printed ones with the stands, we're now doing the sort of bases that we can use as a 3D model. We can put items on the base of the mini as well if you wanted to have items around your feet. Do you have anything in particular you want to put there?
Do they have any bats?
Well, see, I was going to say this because you have I mean, it's not really a familiar, but you do have... That's a mere bat, whatever the hell that's supposed to be. They haven't got any bats. I mean, they have got... I mean, that's a bird, not a bat.
They have got rats, which are also spoopy.
Have a rat. I mean, we could have rats by your feet. I know there's a really cool base item of rats by your feet. Hang on. Now I'm going to just put this in because everyone's having the same Baldur's Gate Street. But we could put some rats around your feet. There's like a whole way of doing lots of rats as far as I recall.
I love that you can put a squirrel there.
I play a character in a game who is a shifter who is part squirrel, and yes, my mini now has a squirrel on the base of it.
Oh.
They are adorable. They're from the West Country.
Oh.
Do the whole thing like that. Okay, I've got one rat. I'm sure I can do more than one rat. I'm sure I've got more rats. Yes, I do. There they are.
Aha.
Lots of rats.
Ah, so many rats.
Too many rats?
Not enough, if anything.
Well, I can't do more than that. So it's one rat or many. Those are the choices.
It is adequate.
We'll do rats. Good, that's a lot of rats. I like them rats. Oh, no, we can do more rats.
Oh.
We can do more rats. It's all the rats now.
The mother of rats. Maybe I've got cheese on my belt.
Do you want that many rats? Is that too many rats?
That might be too many now, even for me.
How about that? Now we've added one extra rat in.
Yeah, that's a happy medium.
Cool. There we go. Sorted. Right. Good. Excellent. Posing. What is Silver doing in your mini? It doesn't have to be an action pose. It could be anything. What do you think the vibe is for Silver?
I feel like it would be a very come at me, bro.
Oh, I see. Okay. Like that?
Yeah, could it be kind of more power posing?
I mean, that was literally called Come At Me, Bro.
Oh, perfect.
We could do something like that. Don't forget, I can always change all the detailing of it. Nothing is set in stone. Basically, this is a good way of getting the legs right. Everything else I can tweak. How's that?
I think, yeah, I like the legs of that, and I think if both of the arms are very then that would give the vibe.
When you say "hua," do you mean like out?
I mean, like, kind of out, like... I don't know if you can see what I'm doing.
I can't see your arms. Do you... Hang on. Do you mean out? Like...
Yes.
Okay.
Like...
Okay, I can do that in the advanced posing. That is very, very easily done. Okay, so let's... Shoulder twist is fine. Let's try and get the elbow out. And then try and get this arm... Oh, no. Up, there it is. And then twist the wrist so the sword is... Oh, no. Like one of those?
Yeah, that works.
That hand, clenched fist, looks weird to me. Do you want it more flat?
Yeah, I think kind of like just out.
I mean, I could be... There we go. How's that?
Yeah, okay, that one's better.
That's a really nice pose, isn't it? You're sort of part at an angle, but also kind of out and about. That's great.
Yeah.
While we're here, it's going to bug me unless I try and do this. Tell me to stop if you don't like it, but I'm very tempted to get this at a better angle. Because at the moment, it's very... How's that?
Yeah, that's a bit better. That's more natural.
Yeah. I can also move it down a bit. There we go. That's a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah, that is definitely better.
It's now actually on the hip. Good. Lovely. Right. Excellent. Oh, this looks fantastic. Let's talk about facial expression. What would you want the face expression to be?
I feel like it's probably going to be a bit of a snarl.
Sure.
That's kind of more, than a...
You want more of a her?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what I can do with that. If I close the mouth and pull the snarl out, how's that?
It's a little bit. Can we bring down smile a little bit?
Yes. Oh, that's what's doing it. You're
there
right.
we go.
How's that?
That's better. That's mega edgelord expression going on right there.
Now, you're a phantom rogue, so you have strange trinkets of people. Do you want to show them? We're going to put a potion bottle on you anyway, I forgot, so I'll go back and do that now. Do you want to show them anywhere? What do your trinkets look like?
Yeah, so the way I was envisioning it was that they were actually hanging on long chains about my neck.
Oh, I'm not sure I can do that with the current Hero Forge setup. How about the bottles?
Yeah, they look good.
Cool. Keep the bottles there. In terms of the neck is that choker thing. That's where they mark that. But I can't do anything cleverer than that, unfortunately. There's not enough detailing to be able to get anything more specific than that. I could do a longer necklace, maybe. Maybe I can do 2 necklaces.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
Or if I have to say goodbye to the dog collar, it's
I mean, the necklaces are not thin. They are all quite big and chunky, as you can see. I can't put a second one in, but we could have something with a medallion. Oh, it's so big.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going with a dog collar, you could go with a proper chain choker if you want.
How is that even bigger than the dog collar?
I don't know. It's not. It was just the lighting. See, now it's back in.
Right.
What do you
Actually,
think?
yeah.
For that?
Actually, I prefer the chain, yeah.
Great, let's do that. And then they could be hanging off the chain, but we can't see them on the mini, which is understandable with the amount of detail we can get into. Still, that looks amazing. Look at that.
Oh.
It's an incredible pose. Shows off how she's very definitely slight, like she's thin, but it's not waifish. It is thin and like wiry. There's a great look to that.
Yeah.
In terms of the posing, I am tempted to make the cloak flare a bit more. What do you think?
Yeah, let's see how it looks.
Okay. Where are we?
And kind of like a thrown back.
Yeah, because that pose looks a bit like you've just sort of thrown it off your shoulder a little bit, and I'm quite tempted to bring that out a bit more. Where is it? There it is. So a bit more up, like that.
Ooh, that gives it a nice bit of movement in there.
I'd like to curl. I mean, there's hundreds of twist points, which is always the way with these things, but I'm going to try and curl it a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the curl in on it to really make it look like it's twisted off the back a bit, and then we can bring the front angle down a bit, maybe. Tell me to stop if you don't like it. I'm just going to keep going until... see, that's where we need to have it bring it back down a bit. How's that? It's got some body.
Yeah, I think it might need to go like a little bit less of a swoop. At the moment, it's very smooth.
Yes. How's that?
Yeah, I think that's a bit better. That's a bit more natural.
Yeah. That looks like you've just turned around, because you've got contrapposto with the hip forward as well. It looks like you've just turned like, and what?
Yeah.
I don't know what voice you're doing for her yet, but yeah, there's a very definite and what to that, which is really cool. Oh, that looks
I love her attitude.
Yeah, it's great. Do you have a voice for her yet? Do you know what she sounds like?
I'm working on it.
Ooh.
It's very much just teenager, edgy teenager. So I will unveil that in the first session.
Okay, good.
That was a long-suffering sigh.
I have a 7-year-old now. I have a 7-year-old. Like, I'm just looking forward to the years. That's all that's happening there. Right, the pièce de résistance. We know what's coming next. Colour. Now, I want to show you something that they've changed in the colour settings, which is new. Mm-hmm. Decals you've probably seen before. You can add sort of styrations to the body and weapons and all sorts. What they've added now is the ability to put splatters on things.
Ooh.
So there are now like splatter effects on swords, for example. The one that I find quite funny is you can now splatter the entire mini as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is visceral.
Yeah, it is. So they've added in a ton more effects on that front. Just in case that crossed your mind as something you might be interested in, we can do all of these things now on top of everything else we could already do.
Okay.
So, with that in mind, talk to me about colours. You can start any way you like. I do not mind at all.
Okay, well, hair is a bit obsolete.
I'm afraid so, yes.
At the moment. I'm kind of imagining just super pale, like too pale.
Too pale? Too pale I can do.
Dead pale.
Okay, dead pale. Skin tone wise, they have a sort of super, super pale skin tone up here, which I don't think is pale enough. Mm. I think that tends to look a bit sort of... It's not that pale, is it? In the grand scheme of things. They also have more sort of slightly odd tinges down here, normally based on reptilian looks. Now, I think we can dig through here and find something a bit paler. Like that. No, they're not really... They come out a bit yellow, don't they? Why don't we try something even paler than that? My bone tends to be very white. No, that's weird. Oh, dear. We need something that's going to really get that white. Let's look in the cloth. How's that for pale? Oh, that's very white. No.
Maybe like a little bit of yellow mixed in there.
Yeah, I'm going to go into the deep dig on this. See if I can get. How's that for paleness?
Where is it? The second?
I've pulled it, like it was over here, and I'm now pulling it out of that into the whiter and whiter. I'm taking the colour out of the orange into the yellow a bit more as well, so we get that kind of slightly sickly undead tone. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that looks good. I like that it doesn't look like she has any blood in her body.
Well, she doesn't, does she? Dhampir.
Or does she? I don't know how they work.
I'm pretty sure you're part human. I think there's a little bit, yeah. Now the hands are the same colour now as well. That's come through nicely. While we're here, let's look at lips and teeth and all the rest of it, because that's going to change how that all comes across. Do you want to be like quite like pouty lipsticky, or do you want to go for something a bit more soft and subtle?
I think I'm going to go red lipstick.
Oh, well, in which case, can I recommend that?
Ooh, that is a lovely statement.
It's supposed to be imp, but now charcoal black hair. That's truffle black. That'll do for the eyebrows to get them properly in.
Mm-hmm.
For the teeth, we can have a sort of slightly bloodied tooth if that's what you want. It's very hard to see, honestly.
Is it blood or is it lipstick? We will never know.
Let's not ask. What do you want in terms of eyes? Obviously, as a dhampir, you can go all over the place. You could have very classic humanoid eyes. You could go more sort of strange, otherworldly, like that.
That is interesting. I haven't seen that one before.
Or stuff where it actually literally whites out the entire. That's meant to be a bird, but like with, or even the strange whites inside on those.
Ooh, that is cool. That's like very reflective.
Or even Draconic Eyes.
I don't think Draconic is maybe the way to go.
Pink eyes these are designed around a rodent, but those are quite fun too for a vampire.
Those are quite cool.
What do you think?
I'm tempted to go with the rodent eyes, to be honest.
I really like those. Some of my favourites. Yeah, they're great.
Oh, they're cool.
There's no other skin on show and no other sort of skin features, so we can. Oh, there's fingernails. Do you paint nails?
Yeah, black as always.
Okay. I'm going to recommend there is a paint feature where it does a uniform black that goes very glossy, which means it works very well to look like black, shiny, like that, see? And can look a bit like leather as well if we need that later.
Yeah, brilliant.
Cool. Great start. Right, where do you want to start? Where do you want to go next?
Okay, I think cloak.
Cloak. What were you thinking for the cloak?
I was thinking like a deep, dark red tone.
Deep, dark red.
Like a burgundy.
Okay, let's look at the cloths first. This is it's called Hero Forge by the way. Is that too red?
Yeah, that's a bit too jolly Santa Claus.
Yeah. Let's try and find now. I'm going to just pop that in and use the mixer to bring in the black level more. I think we can bring that down. How's that?
Can you move the model a little bit so I can see the colour?
Oh, sorry.
Could you even push it a little bit more?
Of course.
Yeah, I think there.
Like a carmine.
Yeah.
Pretty, I like that. Do you want a darker colour underneath to really highlight the red on top?
Yeah, I think probably like a grey black lining.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it really highlights the red, doesn't it? Do you want that colour scheme to continue over the hood, like their one outfit piece?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's our special new red that we've done here. And I'll put the underlining in the back. Tell me if you don't like something, I'm just popping it in for now. How's that?
I really like it. I think that's really cool.
Great. Awesome. Okay, that's one outfit piece. That sort of works as a unified piece. What are you thinking? Are these shirts and trousers one outfit piece, or are they cobbled?
Well, I'm currently kind of homeless, so
in character, I'm currently kind of homeless.
In character. So it's probably just strewn together from the bits and pieces that she managed to grab.
Okay. In which case, we can go a bit more colourful, or do you want to keep it quite dark and quite brooding?
It's probably quite brooding, yeah. But I feel like the fingerless gloves are a new find, so they're a bit brighter.
Well, fingerless gloves tend to be made of leatherette or something similar.
Oh, right.
Do you want biker gloves? Hang on, I'm just going to put them in. Tell me if you hate them. Leatherette biker gloves.
Oh, the ring is protruding. I like the idea that there's a hole for the ring.
I think the ring's over the glove, isn't it? It's over the glove. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta do it.
What do you think of the black? Is that too shiny?
Yeah, I think it might be a bit too shiny.
That's cool.
It's a bit too new.
Yeah, we'll go for a buffed black leather then, because that'll come out as a bit more matte. How's that?
Yeah, that's definitely better.
Grand. Fantastic. Do you want that black leather anywhere else on the outfit?
Yes. Can I have it on the trousers?
Sure.
Brilliant. And no, I'll leave. I was going to say on the waist bit of the corset, but I think I might leave that. Maybe the side bit?
The side panelling, sure.
Yeah.
There we go. And we've got the back panel and the front panel to be something a bit different if we want to.
Yes.
Cool. Do you want the shirt to be a white shirt? Do you want it to be like an off-colour white, like something that was... Or is that too much?
I think kind of a muted, almost dirty white.
Muted, almost dirty white. I can do that. How do we like them apples?
I honestly can't tell the difference between that and the grey.
That's because it is a grey. It's a whitey grey.
Yeah.
I can go for more of a... it's got pink tones now.
I like the idea that she put the shirt in the same laundry as her cape.
Yes, that's the way
now just kind of stuck with it.
I mean, if you want to do that, we could go even more terracotta-y.
Ooh, that's kind of... I think I like the off-white pink.
The off-white pink, no problem. Hang on, I'm going to recommend we put the cuffs and the collar in a slightly different colour because they're currently looking a bit one-tone.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and find, because that's quite pink. Is the terracotta too much? Do you think it's too strong, the orange?
I think it might be a bit strong.
That's fine. Let me try and find something that's pinky but not too similar. Trying to find something that would have that kind of pink tone to it without being that's too dark. Lights. Here we go. Brights. I know I'd find it somewhere. Yes. Here we go.
Yes, I quite like that.
Yeah, because it sets it off like there's another colour underneath. It makes the outside look dirtier.
Yeah, that's good.
For the bustier, for the middle piece here, a strong colour, something that's stark to stand out?
Yeah, I feel like it'd be another in the kind of red-orange family.
Mm-hmm. That's that.
Yeah, I like that it's a lot stronger red than the cape. So
yeah. Well, it's leatherette. It would take forever to wear off, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That looks nice, and we can add that red coloration into, if you're okay with it, the laces below as well.
Yes, some nice statement laces.
Yeah. Your potion bottles, are they blood?
At least one of them is.
Because that red works quite. Oh no, it looks too similar. We need a sort of tacky red, don't we?
Yeah.
Latex red. There it is. How's that?
Nice. That delicious.
Delicious blood red. Good. Colours. The stitching up here. Do we want something quite simple to offset the rest of it?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe just like what colours exist?
Well, we want to have that sort of blacks through pinks, really, don't we? That's the colour schema we've got here.
Yeah.
So that's a bit boring. Sorry. There we go. That's got a red undertone to it.
Yeah,
nice.
The red undertone is definitely better.
And that should also, again, tell me if I'm going too far, but I'm tempted to put that into the boots as well.
Yeah, and I feel like then the rest of it would be like brown leather.
I'm just going to be a bit clever with the leather ring. There we go. Because then that's all one leather piece, as it should be.
Mm-hmm.
And then the base of it would be a darker leather designed to be walked on. There we go. How's that?
Yeah, it's looking snazzy. I want those boots.
I want this whole outfit. I want this outfit. I want to be this person, like every D&D character. The belt, the sash belt. Now we've got the lovely ties with the bottle, so we can make all of those combine into the same thing. Do you want a statement colour on that? So the kind of thing that would have a statement colour on it, but we've got a lot of red already. I don't want to go too far.
Could I have something silvery?
Yeah, of course you can. Oh, yeah. We can use the silver. Yeah, actually, that works really well.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that ties
yeah,
into
like...
the bottle tops as well, which is great. We could even. I'm going to test this. I have no idea if it'll work. It's all one belt with bits on it.
Ooh, it's a utility belt.
It's a utility belt, very much so. And it's silver. It's if it's silver coloration, though, it means the sword can't be silver, but we're fine with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, what colour do you want the other bottle to be?
I feel like I kind of want it to be an empty bottle.
Sure.
So it's ready for some new blood.
Ready for new blood. Ready for new blood. That is awful. Good. Right. I can do something like. No, it's glowing. They're all glowing. It's too much. That looks like does that look like an empty bottle to you?
It looks like a cloudy bottle.
Yeah. Here we go. That's an empty bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Cool.
While we're here, otherwise it'll bother me forever, the corks are a different facet, so I'm going to... There we go, the corks are the right colour. Talk to me about your sword. What do you want your sword to have? How do you want that to look and work?
So I definitely feel like the handle is in the red family.
Uh-huh. Now,
perhaps it was a gift from a vampire relative who shares my passion for the colour red.
Now that is some kind of... That's not metal, is it? That's a kind of leatherette. Or something. I mean, it looks a bit like horn.
Yeah.
Too orange?
Yeah, probably a bit orangey.
Okay. That's even more orange. Give me a sec. I'm just going to play around with some bit. How's that?
Yeah, it's okay. I feel like we... Yeah, it's a little... It's a little bland.
How's that?
That's a bit better, yeah.
Too strong? Not strong enough? It could be cherry red.
I think that... Well, that one could be... that one.
Yeah, because you don't want to get that kind of... It's not trying to be anything it isn't. And then the whole sword blade can be one coloration.
Yeah.
Do you want it to be silver as well?
Yeah, I feel like it's on theme. I mean, my name is Silver, so it would make sense.
Because then the silver of your belt and the silver of the sword are different, as you can see. The sword's more chromated, and that's more styrated. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that looks cool.
It's a cool-looking sword, though. Okay. Do you want your short sword to be of a similar style, or do you want it to be something entirely different?
I feel I kind of want to have that one is a little bit more mismatched.
Sure.
So maybe the hilt has a little bit of a... It's purple, so it doesn't look like it originally belonged to her, perhaps.
Now, the purples that come with the metal are quite garish. Is that too purple?
Yeah, it is very strong.
There's a sort of decon rose there. That's not too bad. It's something like a shirt, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, that's actually quite cute.
Yeah, let's put it through the whole thing. Let's give it a stylistically very different, almost a yellowed one, so it looks like it's not really yours.
Mm-hmm.
And let's make the blade... Again, stop me if I'm going too fast, or if you don't like anything. I'm just sort of going through it quickly, trying to throw some stuff on so we get a sense of it. There we go. How's that?
I definitely like the blade colour. I feel like the main bit of the hilt that I don't know, the handle, that's it,
The leather's
should
too
be a
bright.
little bit darker. Yeah.
How's that?
Yep, that's better.
I mean, the whole outfit looks great. Okay, couple of things we need to add in now, last minute. The choker. What colour do you want the metal on the choker to be?
I think the metal is... it's a chain. I changed it. So I think that would be a dark silver, like an almost kind of worn.
Okay, there's this one here. Zoom in a bit, sorry. It's a darker silver than anything else you've got at the moment.
Yeah, actually the more I look at it, the more I'm game. At first I was a bit like, too dark, but I'm growing to it.
I can throw more in if you like.
Yeah, can we have a look at some...
A slightly lighter one there?
Yeah, I actually quite like... I think that complements the other tones around it quite well.
It does, you're right. Do you want to replicate that tone across the eyelets on the boots? I'll fix it. So the eyelets on the boots.
Yeah. Oh, that's the laces.
It is, I'll fix it. It is a pain to do this kind of detailing. And then the laces were in the cherry red from the top here. Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
And now we need to get that... Where was it? It was that... No, it was that one to these as well. There we go. Great. What do you think?
Looking pretty awesome.
I mean, that's an incredible mini. It's an incredible character, but I mean, those are legs all the way up, aren't they? Grief.
They really are.
I mean, it's the shoes, but you know. Right, we've got the flagstones, so I'll do that as we do. Your rats.
Yes.
Now, they can all be different, but please, God.
I feel like they're probably mostly black rats, maybe with one oddball that's a little bit brown.
Okay. I'm going to leave space for a couple of brown rats, if that's okay with you. Otherwise, they will look too similar. I'm going to keep using the hair colours because they'll do best for rat hair, I reckon. Yeah, very dark brown.
I am the queen of the rats.
Well, we could restyle your currently bat theme to be more rat themed if this has inspired you.
Could do, and it would terrify people.
It's entirely up to you. I am game for more rats. No one's put rats down as a thing they definitely don't want on their trigger sheet, which is totally valid. Rats are creepy.
I think I like the aesthetic of a bat.
Okay.
But I've got a soft spot for the rat. Maybe they were my pets back home.
I'm just doing all the tails now. Hang on. No, I want pinker than that. That is too... I want pink tails. We're going to be here for ages doing your rat's tails. I can see this is going to be the thing that's going to really be the thing I have to get right and will bug me forever.
Hey, priorities.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it might be... No. No, rats have that delicate, soft, pink, fleshy...
Like a blush.
None of it's right. No. I have to make it myself. Gonna have to make it myself. That's the solution. Make it myself. Right, I need a skin tone. We're gonna be here for a bit, sorry.
That's all right. It's important to get the details right.
Yeah, unnamed paint. You go right unnamed paint. No. Yes. There it is.
There we go.
That horribly fleshy rat tail colour.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. That's part of why rats are awesome.
I was going to say it was just fleshy, but you kind of took that and ran.
I have very strong feelings
I'm
about
never going to
rats.
be able to look at them the same now.
I have very strong feelings about rats, I have to be right. And, oh, hang on, I can do a thing. I have a thought about this. If you hate it, tell me and I will stop doing it. But I think... Come on, yes. They all have red eyes.
Ooh, I love it.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I'm pleased with that.
They're all named Jeremiah.
They're all
I've
named...
decided.
All of your rats are named Jeremiah.
Every single one.
What about your bats?
The bats are called Jeffro.
Oh, these are I love this mini. I love all these rats. They're great. Right, let's put the stone on the base because everyone's going to have the same stone base. I think we're going to go with this slate one. Yeah. And then we pick a colour from the whole set that we think is the best accent colour for your base, which I think is probably that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think so. That's a nice. It has that kind of wet blood.
Well, it's the latex. The latex has that horrible reflectedness, and also it catches the light because on the 3D modeler that we use to put the minis on screen, it'll catch the light as it rotates too. It'll look amazing.
Nice.
Evie, is there anything you want to tweak on Silver? Because oh my god, I love it.
I can't see anything I want to tweak. I think she's really cool. She's cooler than I am.
Oh, our D&D characters are always cooler than we are. Come on, that's just a thing.
That's fantasy.
That's fantasy, exactly. Well, audience, thank you. Catch Evie as Silver in Gloom Falls on Baldur's Gate, starting March 29th. March 29th, we start. Can't wait. So excited, Evie. I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Oh my goodness, this is so cool. All right, cool. I'm going to stop wheedling. Thank you, everybody. See you soon. Bye.